Oh, okay, I don't know what the heck that is, but that looks like... After seeing what I just saw right there, it's got my mind wandering a bit of what they may have been using this back shed for. So in today's video, we're gonna be touring this property right behind me here. I actually bought this property not long ago, and since purchase, I've had a few different people or previous tenants try to break back inside, which, as you can see, we have a board across the front door there. We've also had to board up the back doors as well. So I brought with me today a drill so that we can access our property, tour it for the first time, not only tour the property, but we will get into numbers on this deal. We'll put together a scope of work and basically a renovation budget to see if this was a good buy or a bad buy, and we'll go over numbers at the end. So let's go check it out. We'll see if I can do this one-handed real quick. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Hello. Whew. Okay, so first thing I notice is that this thing is smelly, and holy cow, it is not only trashed, but there is just flies everywhere. Yeah, this thing is rank. Oh my goodness, what in the world were they doing in this place? Holy cow. Oh. Okay, I don't know what the heck that is. If I didn't know any better, that looks like a giant splatter of blood. I don't love seeing that. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I buy a lot of different flips, everything from quick, easy renovations to major fixers like this here with wild situations like we're running into here. So hit that subscribe button so you can follow along. Like I mentioned, we had to not only board up the front door, but we boarded up this back slider too because people were coming in and out through there. Man, this place is trashed. The kitchen, gnarly. Oh, holy, look in this sink. Absolutely foul. Oh my gosh. So the kitchen clearly has got to go. It is a full go in the kitchen. The floors are toast, as you can see. I mean, they are just bad. We'll see if they can be refinished. These are original hardwoods, but it's hard to tell. The stats on this place are it's a 3-bed, 1-bath. It's roughly 1,000 square feet. Not a ton of square footage here, but so far what I'm seeing, it is gonna be a top to bottom renovation and then some. Okay, the heck? I didn't know about that. There's like a shed ADU thing in the backyard that's, looks like it was converted into like living space almost. We'll go check that out here in a little bit. Yeah, I didn't know that was on the property, so that's news to me. All right, so let's check out the 3 beds and bathrooms in this house. This is just kind of your traditional single-story ranch house, right? You have your living room, which we're standing in. You have your kitchen on one side of the house, and then down a standard hallway to your 3 beds and 1 bathroom. So heading down the hallway here, we got our linen closet, kind of a standard coat closet here, and then we have, okay, house is full of surprises. We have ourselves a locked door here. So I do have a drill with me, so we could probably get into that. Okay, huh. There's all kinds of locked doors around here. Bedroom number 1, padlock. Again, we will come back to that. So we have bedroom number 2, smelly, filled with flies. Small bedrooms in here. Little drywall repair here, as you can see. Someone looks like they put their fists through the wall. And I don't know what this is, but just a giant pile of some sort of electrical cords coming from the ceiling. So that'll obviously need to be addressed. Bedroom number 3, again, all bedrooms relatively small. This house is full of fun surprises. Another odd thing here. This is obviously our bedroom closet, but they got some weird bump out taking place here. What the heck? What the world is going on there? Looks like the underside of a bathtub or something. I don't know if you can see that piping in there. This wall does back up to the bathroom, so let's cruise around here and see what we're working with. No way, this is crazy. I've never seen this. They extended the bathtub basically into the closet of bedroom 3. Robbed a room from the closet to extend the bathtub and have a nice little alcove. Holy cow. We got ourselves a full-size soaker tub in here, folks. This is just odd. 3 steps up into a soaker tub and a toilet that sticks halfway out into the room. Man, this is just a DIY masterpiece is what this is, folks. Oh, okay. Is that more blood? Kind of looks like it. So we've got blood in a sink, and then we've got what appears to be blood on the wall over there. It's a bit of a mystery. Doesn't sound like a car just pulled up. Okay, someone just sitting out front in their car with tinted windows, idling. Some guy pulled up, and yeah, I don't really know what's happening. Hold on, I'm just gonna keep tootling around for a second till I can focus. Somebody else, basically, they pulled up next to them. Hopefully it's something random and not to do with the house, I don't know. We will continue to go about our business here. It's kind of weird though. Okay, I think it's time to start getting into some of these locked rooms here. And no better place to start than bedroom number 1. Let's find out just how secure this lock is. First try. Holy cow. Are you kidding me? So someone's been back here. We got some personal items, a comforter or a blanket, and some clothing. Doesn't look like anything else. I don't know what the heck. There's literally nothing in here. Why would someone break back in here? I'm just glad when I kicked that door open, there wasn't somebody sleeping in here, because that's happened. So someone's clearly been back here, so we need to get one of our contractors out here to just further secure this place up. So behind door number 1 was someone's sleeping pad and personal items. It's time to get into door number 2 and see if there's any surprises. This one's not gonna be able to be kicked in because just the way the door jam's set, so I'm gonna have to drill this one. Had to get a little bit bigger bit. All right, I think we're in. Okay. Looks like all the surprises were behind door number 1. Nothing in here but a linen closet. However, I doubt that's what they were using it for. You usually don't put a deadbolt on a linen closet, so who knows what was going on or what they were storing in there, but I doubt it was anything good. Okay, so before we head outside to the backyard and check out the mystery shed, I just kind of want to recap what's going on in here as far as renovation goes. I mean, it's a full gut in the kitchen and pretty much everywhere in here. So possibly trying to open up this wall a little bit more to give this layout a little bit more of an open feel. I mean, technically you don't need 2 coat closets. You might be able to go basically from this coat closet onward, kind of open up that whole wall. If you didn't care about that coat closet and you didn't mind eliminating one of those, and then just open up this galley kitchen to a much nicer open feel that kind of flows into the living room. Like I mentioned, it's everything in here. Doors, trim, floors throughout, of course, paint. Well, one thing we gotta do is figure out how to keep people from breaking back in. We're just gonna have to de-funkify this bathroom and get this toilet back up against the wall where it belongs. And just, I mean, this whole disaster of a DIY job is gonna have to get ripped out so that we can just put a normal tub shower surround in here. And basically then we'll get back our closet space in bedroom number 3. Not that we need a lot of closet space, but that little alcove DIY thing that they did there, it's funky and it serves no purpose. So we'll just turn this back into an ordinary closet, and this will just be your standard 3-1 home. Okay, so that wraps up the interior of the home. Let's head out into the backyard, see what's going on in that shed. I swear, so many of these houses, I will literally be at them filming and just random people pull up. If it was because it was a previous drug house, previous tenants who are angry and hostile, I don't really know, but I never loved being inside a house and people pulling up, camping out front. Doesn't give you a great feeling. Let's head into the backyard and check out the old mystery shed. Make sure you stick with me because we're gonna be going over the numbers on this deal very shortly. Guys, as I was just walking to the backyard, I literally almost stepped on these needles right here. Holy crap. That's why you gotta wear some boots at all times. It's a war zone out here, man. After seeing what I just saw right there, it's got my mind wandering a bit of what they may have been using this back shed for. Well, one positive, we got a pretty nice big backyard here. Let's go figure out what the heck's inside there. See if anything exciting pops out at us. Hopefully not. Man, these people liked their padlocks, huh? They literally had everything behind lock and key. It's crazy. Okay, it's all cleared out. As you can see, there's nothing in here. But if I were to guess, this place probably has some stories. We've got a mirror, half broken mirror here. I'm not sure what that says. Yeah, something. But anyway, this shed, the floor's a little soft. It's got a pretty significant lean to it as well. So I don't know what the heck they were doing in here, but it looks like they were trying to finish it out. At one point they were laying LVP in here, trying to maybe finish this into some sort of, I don't even want to call it living space. I think our definitions might differ slightly, is what I'm getting at. Either way, we'll have to decide what we want to do with this shed, if we can salvage it and if it's worth even just keeping to, you know, store some lawnmowers, your garden equipment, whatever. That's probably its highest and best use, or just tear it out completely. So let's get into the numbers on this deal. So after walking this house, I mean, you saw it, it literally needs everything. Everything on the interior, everything on the exterior, roof, windows, partial siding. We've got a ton of work to be done here. So, and not to mention the type of tenants that were living in here, I wouldn't be surprised if some other items were like stripped out of the house or something. So we paid $260,000 for this house. I'm hoping we can get in and out of this thing for $100,000, which would put us all in around $360,000. Now, I think our exit on this property could be anywhere from $450,000 to $500,000. So if we can stick to that $100,000 renovation budget, we'll be into it for $360,000. Even if we sell for the low end of that at $450,000, it's still a nice number for us and should be a good flip. Obviously, if we sell for the higher of those two numbers, we'll be in a really nice spot. So I'm super excited about this deal. It's gonna be a good one, and it's gonna be an amazing transformation to watch from start to finish. So hit that subscribe button and follow along. All right, see ya.